Ford Field in Detroit. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and
Love now on second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Simmons there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third.
On third down, Love. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking left sideline, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
10 brings up 3rd and 2.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Right back to him on 1st down. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Vikings 39-yard line.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd down, Love. He's going to go up top for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Blackman.
A handoff as they run the counter play. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
The score, Lions 3, Vikings nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for them, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
The passer, defense.
Come on, man.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
2nd and 6. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Vikings,
they'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 21-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Lions 3.
field. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Complete to his
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Vikings first
back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Lions' 48-yard line.
And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd and short.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Love from the gun.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3-yard on the play. Brings up third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And some room to maneuver.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And now out comes Minnesota. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 25-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Love. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here comes the Lions punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Ball carried by number 21.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Herb Smith Jr.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
4-yard line.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jefferson, incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
Lions 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in. And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 16-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And he comes back with one complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And it will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who are out on top. Jarvis Landry, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, and they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Genjon Barner has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And they were just well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
That's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
First and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Offense.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
On second down, Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10.
First down.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a run with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. Brings up second down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
The pass.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up third.
On third down, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take
nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up
now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Love. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
False start, offense.
That'll make it 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. To Jefferson on the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Gain of 12.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
On the carry.
A gain of 3, second down.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Again, it's Cook.
2nd and 7. Cook
We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The big fella, the 20. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to the... Going to be incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Isaiah Simmons there.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 11. Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Love.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Love from the gun. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Again, it's Love.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To the air again, Love. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
1st down, Love to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
And 4 at the 19-yard line.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That's a gain of...
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Love. And he's caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Operating from the gun, Love. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start the drive with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out now come the Lions.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brought down right now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now left side on the swing pass. Cook able to escape. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
10 yards.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 41-yard line.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
3rd down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Isaiah
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Smith.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
At the line.
Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Passer defense.
So that one will be accepted. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Almost 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And now here's a carry heading left. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's 3rd down.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame.
A 38-yard attempt.
The Gain knocks this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
25. Lions 22.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Lions down by a field goal. At time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the outlet. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.